It's time for the Dungeon Dweebs.
The five of you have left Cairnhold and are now traveling west toward the hills. Is there anything you guys would like to do as you're making your way through the night?
I'd like to stabilize Grayson.
And how hurt is Simon looking?
Simon is looking pretty hurt, but it also looks like he's very pissed and doesn't want any help.
I don't care about that. I see that Gil's going to take care of Grayson. I'm going to cast a second level Cure Wounds. And I'm going to use my once a day resistance of wild magic to make sure that this cannot blow up in my face.
Can I resist that?
I think you're probably a little bit too focused on everything else that's happened.
Grayson, on the other hand, gets 7 health back.
And Simon gets 14. Are you okay? What happened? What was that?
He'll just look at you very coldly. His shoulders were stiff, and he just dropped down and just shakes his head. And we'll talk more when we make camp.
Okay. I'll just walk ahead to Grayson and dump another Cure Wounds in him. He needs it.
Alright, go ahead and roll your Mara magic for me.
That's an 8. That should be okay. And 10 points of healing to Grayson. He should be looking better now. We need to keep moving west. That's where Reggie says he was. Lillian, are you okay?
Well, I've died multiple times before, so I guess that wasn't that bad.
Okay, well, that's actually more concerning.
What exactly was that?
I don't know. And Simon says he doesn't want to repeat himself. So maybe we'll just all ask him questions all at once when we find everyone else.
Okay.
Gil, can you help track?
Yeah. And I'll track a wild Reggie.
Go ahead, give me a survival check.
Guidance.
That's a 3, so 27.
Yeah, it takes a few moments, but it's pretty clear that while they were traveling, Roland was a wolf. After about 2-3 more hours of travel, you start seeing some lights from a little ways ahead around the hills. As you guys begin approaching, you see a couple of figures emerge from different hiding places. One of them speaks up, says, "Hold there. Who are you and what is your business?"
We're looking for a young kid. He's here.
Is he with anyone?
Someone called Roland.
He waves his hand to the other men with him. They lower their weapons. Come along. And they lead you deeper into camp. You see there's a couple of tents set around. A couple of people are tending to their weapons. They give you a couple of looks as you walk in, but other than that, they don't pay you too much mind. And eventually you get to what seems to be the middle of the camp. There's a larger bonfire there, and you see Reggie sitting on a log talking to Roland.
Kid, are you alright?
He kind of gets up and looks around. Oh, you guys are here.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. What happened to you guys?
It's a long story. Who are these people?
I think Roland's probably the better one to explain that. Right, these are the Sons of Wolf. They are basically the rebel force against the occupying church in the race.
Never heard of you.
You wouldn't have. You've been on the road for days, and Needless to say, you don't have very high social skills.
Well, we were there when it happened. When the priests kind of killed everyone. We were smuggled out.
What?
Sorry, did I say something wrong?
I think the order is a little wrong here.
Oh, I'm assuming I wasn't there for it.
But me and Simon were.
When the coup happened, we ran off when things got bad. That's how we got to your woods. So, you sons of the wolf, or whatever the hell that meant, you're just an occupying army, you're resistance, more or less?
More or less, yes.
Huh. Good luck with that.
Yeah. We'll take the kid.
We appreciate watching one of ours. We'll be taking our leave now.
And also, Giltrust drops Grayson on the ground. This one's yours, right?
He looks at him. Where exactly do you plan on going?
I think my brother might be somewhere around here, and I kind of want to find him.
No, you do not.
Not that one, not the... Whatever happened at the... That's not my brother. I had another dream, and my brother's in trouble. He's starving on the streets. He was sent out like me. Simon, he was like me when you found me.
Before all that, why are all of you here? Why aren't you at the manor?
The manor's done. It's gone. Everyone's dead.
How?
Some idiots did a ritual.
A very ambitious ritual that went to shit. And, now, I'll look at REITHA. Your brother is now a true vampire of something from the Nightmare Kingdom, from the Feywild.
And the rest of the house?
It'll be a blessing day if they die.
And I hope they died quickly.
So, you're asking us why we're here? We're here for running for our lives, grabbing who we can. Is that a problem?
Well, you all look like shit, so at least stay at the camp for the night. Feel free to leave in the morning.
Thank you.
And just put a name to the face. The one who brought you in is Varen. Second in command. The commander's not here right now.
Well, I guess when they are available, we'll be around. We'll at least do have a courtesy call, right? After all, they somehow left a little note for good old wild man over here.
Yeah. Did someone from your group try to... How did you know to warn us? And let us know where to come?
That's probably the work of Jacob. He's out in the towns right now. He should be back in the morning. You'll remember him as the minstrel from back in the tavern in Beaufort.
I don't suppose you have a bucket of water somewhere I can use?
There's a river about half a mile north.
Simon's just gonna look around an unused bucket and he's gonna take it. And he's gonna... I'm gonna borrow this. I'll be heading to the river for a bit.
I kind of want to... Also... do you have any clothes that I can change into? Because this dress, I can't run in it.
You really don't know much about magic clothes, do you?
These are magic?
Oh, rude magic. Just think about what you want the clothes to turn into.
I think about my old green dress.
That's basically the same thing you were wearing, just like a foot shorter.
Yeah, but less tight too, and I can move around. And I just do a little wiggle.
Right. Okay.
I also want to go swimming, so I'm gonna run after Simon.
I guess I'll set up the camp for them.
Thank you.
Yeah, Simon and REITHA head north to the river. Gil begins to set up the camp. Roland comes over to give you a hand. So, want to expand on what happened? You all seem a little out of sorts with each other.
Kid did nothing wrong. She just saw a lot.
And you and Simon?
Found some people playing with magic that they shouldn't have. Created something dark and twisted. Bunch of idiots trying to do things for others.
Am I correct in assuming Simon was one of said idiots?
He's an idiot for a different reason.
Oh, and that longsword on your back, I suggest you hide that. At least while you're in the camp.
Why?
It may garner some unwanted attention. Trust me.
I'm not unused to that attention, but if you say so. Gil will take off the sword and he's going to throw it in the tent. He's going to work on making a hammock next.
Can I talk to Simon while we're at the river?
Sure.
Hey, do you need some hair dye?
REITHA, why are you following me right now? It's been a long night.
'Cause I'm worried about you.
REITHA, I'm going to tell you this here and now. I'm not here. I'm not here right with whatever you want to know. Not tonight. If anything, you should stay far away from me, because I might just get you killed too.
Well, Simon, I'm pretty good at hurting people accidentally too. So I think we'll be okay. I think we can keep each other in check.
REITHA, go back to the camp and leave me alone.
I found out that I had a family and that maybe that whole family is dead and is different from my actual family that I grew up with. I have a lot.
Simon's gonna stop talking. Stop moving. Just gonna stop and stare at you as you rant of whatever you're doing now.
I think we both need to think about what's happening to us. And I don't really want to do that by myself. And I don't think that you should be alone for it either.
It's not like I have a choice anymore. He's just gonna go keep walking towards the river and just get started with removing this Sheila scalp issue.
What do you mean you don't have a choice anymore? I'm following him. What do you mean you don't have a choice anymore?
I'm saying that I fucking killed your parents and your brother, and I now have to bury someone very important to me again. I had maybe one chance, and it went into flames. I have no new leads, and now I have to really consider, what am I going to do now? I now have to consider, who do I have to kill to make this right? I can't play nice right now. I owe you a family now.
But I don't want that. I just want to help you right now. And if you want to be alone, just say you want to be alone. But don't take whatever has happened tonight on you, because it wasn't your fault. Bad stuff happens all the time.
No, it doesn't. Go back to camp. Just go back to camp.
Fine. I leave.
Simon's gonna, as she leaves, gets far enough, Simon's just gonna spit on the floor and just go back and. But I'm assuming by now he gets near the river and gets some water and start trying to scrub out the Sheila crap off of his hair.
Did he really have to snap at the kid?
Turn around slowly.
You see Sheila. Well, did you?
He goes back to getting the Sheila's flakes off of his hair and starting to scrub really hard.
Really? The silent treatment? That's what we're doing? Well, no, obviously I'm not here. I'm dead. Again. Technically not your fault, by the way.
Yeah.
The kid cares about you. You know that.
Misplaced emotions. I'll get her killed one day. They always do.
Donovan killing the Bleeding Hearts. Also, not your fault. You blame yourself for way too many things. Some things in life you just can't control. The sooner you accept that, the happier you'll be.
I was happy when it was just us and the gang. I was happy eating just a warm meal and hearing some stories. You're not here.
Have it your way.
Simon will turn back to look at her.
She's gone.
Simon's eyes looks like he's about to cry. He just dunks his head into the water and screams. He just screams as long as he can. He'll break out of the water. I'll be happy when that bastard's dead. And he's gonna get up. He still has his bag, and he's gonna look at what has been destroyed and what's still around in his regular backpack. He sees just most of his equipment and stuff, and he just sees his normal thievery stuff is gone. His disguise, his forgery, everything's gone. And he's going to nod, and then he's going to will the portal, the hole where that little dimension from the swords show itself. He's going to look at a branch. He's going to grab like a random branch, puts it through, and tells it. He wills the portal to close.
Yeah, it closes and the branch snaps.
Is it a clean cut?
It is.
I can work with that. Simon's going to will it again, and he's going to reach in to see they grab the branch that got snapped in half, and he's going to start putting things into that portal, things that he thinks are valuable enough to get shot. And he's nods himself. He has a lighter backpack, and just wills the portal away. Simon's going to go back into camp, and he's going to look at the last item he has from Sheila. This armband. He'll clutch it, put it on his shoulder, just to have it on him now. He doesn't feel like he wants to lose his last memento just yet.
And as you put it on, you notice it has a familiar symbol of 2 daggers crossed behind a heart. Go ahead and make me an Arcana check.
19, 17 plus 2.
You didn't know this when she had it, but this is magical.
Identify.
Ah, yes, the Identify spell. What you are holding is a bracer of flying daggers. This has been another use of the Identify spell.
So yeah, he's going to walk back into camp. I guess he's going to pull out one of his old daggers and start wielding on a piece of wood that is just laying around for the fireplace.
You just hear a thud in the ground behind you. Fuck, you're here? Really?
Good day, listeners. Billy here to take you away for just a moment to say thanks for listening in on our adventure. This was all done for those who want to join us in exploring this massive and wonderful world our friend has put together. Now on to the bonus features you can access on our other media platforms. Give us a follow on our Instagram at dungeondweebspod and check out our subreddit at reddit.com/r/dungeondweebs. Now, let's see where we left off.
Hello, Lucas. Glad to see you too.
You look like shit.
What are you doing here, Lucas?
Gotta make money somehow. These guys wanted some potions. I'm a potion maker. Seems pretty cut and dry to me. And he walks away with his crate of potions.
Godspeed, Lucas. Hopefully you don't die that quickly.
Yeah, and off to the side of the camp you see Reggie talking to Roland. Roland transforms into a wolf and runs off just a little bit south of Cairnhold. You see REITHA is now with Jill. Lillian is talking to Grayson, who's finally woken up. And Varen is talking to a couple of soldiers around a table. You lay back against your backpack and You just stare up at the sky. What are REITHA and Gil doing?
I stalk back from my argument with Simon, angrily. So what happened exactly? Because he won't tell me anything. He just told me how much he's at blame for all of it, and I don't really believe him.
He was foolish. He tried to do something good, but I believe he thought it was good, but it was only bad.
So he made a mistake.
I think he regrets it because it did not work in his favor. There's a difference.
Either way, he looks like he regrets it, so it was a mistake. I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
You're making it through the days. Just make yourself a list of what you need to do for the day and just continue on.
Is that what you do?
Did it for many years. Hasn't done me wrong.
Okay. So, first thing, I want to find someone here who can maybe see if anyone survived. And if we can save anyone. Maybe a scouting mission into the thing to maybe find survivors.
We're not going back to that manor, kid.
But maybe we can ask someone here to go look. Can you talk to someone?
I'll talk, but their commander's not here. And I'm assuming he's the more influential person of the group.
Okay. Well, if we can't do that, then I want to find my brother who's somewhere near here.
You said he was in a city?
I saw him begging for food. I saw him struggling. And I remember what it was like before Simon helped me.
Do you remember where he was? What kind of city?
I know that it seemed familiar, like something we'd passed before.
There's very few places we've passed.
Maybe not us, but me.
Alright, kid. So, what did you hear in these dreams?
He was begging in the streets. I know it was a place that I'd passed, that I'd been through. I came a long way before I came to Verres.
What about smells? Did you smell anything in your dream? It's weird, but...
I saw him getting stabbed, so I smelled a lot of blood. I need to stop it.
How many towns did you go to? How many cities did you go to between those two locations?
Serenica. He might be in Serenica.
I have no idea where that is, but...
I'm gonna get a map really fast. I'll be right back, and then I'll go to bed. I'm gonna give Gil a quick hug, and then run off to find a map from someone.
The only map you see is a very large one, encompassing Severn, Saradina, and Verres, some of Lindheim Forest, and some of the ice fields. And it's on the table, surrounded by Varen and his men.
Excuse me. I'll walk up to Varen. Excuse me.
What do you want?
Do you have like a smaller map I could take with me? 'Cause we're planning on traveling and we need a map.
A map of where?
I'm trying to go to Serenica.
Why?
I don't know how that's any of your business.
Last I checked, it's my map.
Are you asking that I exchange information for the map?
That's usually how these things work. Yes, that is a transaction.
I'm gonna look if there's a chair near this table, this whole war room situation. And I'm gonna sit down. And I'm looking for my brother. So I need a map to go to Serenica, because he's in Serenica. And I just want to make sure. My friend said I should make a list of things that I want to do. And I want to go to Serenica. So can I have a map?
Do you know anything about Serenica?
It's a city. It's a town. My brother's there and he's in danger there. That's all I know.
Here's what I know. You're a mage. Serenicans hate mages. Thus death. Are you making the connection now?
I'm going to go find my brother, whether he is alive or dead or worse. I will find him. So can I have a map?
He goes to a bag at the foot of the table and pulls out a scroll. Take it.
Thank you. Bye. And I'll go off to our campsite, study the map, go to sleep, thinking of my brother. Both my brothers.
Gil is going to use his last second level spell slot and use Animal Messenger. A little tiny hawk will fly down, and he just slips a message and sends it off into the wilderness.
You all go to sleep, get a long rest. Morning rolls around, and Lucas has come back and set up shop by you, Simon.
Hey, I know you.
Ah, yes. Explosive child.
Did you just flinch?
What? What? Are you scared of me or something?
Do you not remember the lightning incident that happened last time you camped with the Riftwalkers?
Did I get you with that? I'm sorry.
No, I wasn't there. Stories, people talk.
Lots happened, so I don't think you need to worry.
Yeah, no, stay over there.
Yeah, sure.
As he's stalking and everything, can I perceive what's inside his cart?
Yeah, inside his cart, you see a lot of different potion bottles, different colors, different consistencies, and each of them are labeled with a number.
Like what's the starting price of like the standard like healing potion that would look like, you know?
Oh, they don't have prices, they're just numbered. It's like 1, 17, 22.
Yeah, I just grab a random bottle, just stare at it intently. What's with the numbers?
Experimentation. It's part of potion making. Perhaps you've heard of it?
Do you have anything cool in there?
I told you to stay over there.
What?
Back up.
These are your defective products you're trying to push out?
They're not defective, they work fine.
Can you please tell me what I'm holding then? As he just starts moving the potion around like willy-nilly.
What's the number?
17.
It's kind of a luck type of potion, I suppose. You have your identify thing, don't you?
Poke with identify.
Ah, yes, the identify spell. What you are holding is concoction number 17. This potion grants you visions of the future and an opportunity to change it.
This sounds impressive and concerning. What is the price tag on these things?
Couple hundred.
Huh. Good luck with that. And he just puts it back in the cart for him.
And Simon, if you're okay with it, I kind of wanted to go to Serenica. I talked to Gil about it last night.
Sure. Why not?
Another thing, Simon, I don't want any of us to die, so I learned I know something that can help not have that not happen in case, but I need diamonds for it.
Sure. I'll go hit up a jewelry store when we head to town.
And Gil's gonna go look for this man, wherever he is. He's gonna start calling out to random people, walking up to them. He's like, "Are you Jacob?"
A couple of them just look at you and point over to the only person in camp with a lute.
Is Jacob the bard?
Yes.
So you must be Jacob.
Yep, that's me.
Are you by chance the person who sent me the letter?
Depends on the letter you're referring to. I suppose I might have.
I got a crumpled up letter and I'll give it to him.
Looks like mine, yeah.
Why did he send this to me then?
Really? You haven't pieced it together? A song, the letter, your sword. What more do you need, really?
I guess you don't know, so forgive me. 20 years in the forest. Just want to lay that out.
No, I know. So does the broker, obviously.
Who's that? I saw that name before. Who's the broker?
You really don't know anything, do you?
I can tell you how to skin any animal.
He lowers his voice and pulls you in. Let me spell it out for you. You, my friend, are the only heir to the High King of Andalusia.